I think we all understand the disparity in the selection of people. I could just run down the list. 2 or 3 persons who might be a minority who are qualified and they don't get it. Just that simple, that's all.
As I understand it, we've talked about this before, and there have been no applications. Everybody has been, well, you keep hearing that, and I'm going to keep saying it, that if they'll apply and they meet the qualifications, they'll be considered like anybody else, Mr. Carey. But if they don't apply, how do you know?
During the past year, 86% of the students suspended were minority students, whereas only 28% of the total enrollment of the middle and high schools are minorities. The feeling among the minority citizens is that there is no one they can turn to for a fair hearing of their complaints. We at this time request that the school board strongly consider the appointment of a commission with adequate power and staff to provide the effort necessary to create an atmosphere of confidence and trust in the Fort Worth Public Schools.
The indication is that some people are being taken advantage of because they're in a minority group. But as we read these things, why, really, I haven't seen it that way, Mr. Carey.
But I do feel that this is a very legitimate request, and I'd like to ask for its adoption.
I think it's important that we know what you're asking for to put on the agenda, and you're entitled to anything. I want to know whether you're talking about employment or whether you're talking about some kind of disciplinary matter.
There's a lot of times when these jobs are made available. I made this in a board meeting. Since you brought up, I'll bring it up again. That when the notations are, the notice is sent out, there seems to be a discrepancy. Now, if they feel that way about it, and it's out there, if the teachers feel like that, then what she's saying that they ought to have a springboard whereby they can voice this. Yeah. If it is not true.
You have specific times and instances where you know, per se, that a position has been filled before it was ever advertised for?
Oh, yes. I mean, there, even prior to my coming on the board here, very few blacks even knew about the jobs that were posted down here. I asked for a list a few weeks ago of the vacancy here in this building. And
why don't you prepare that list so the board can see it and document it?
That's no problem.
All right.
I'll do that.
But after all, that's what the board's for.